Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's starting. Starting up good. YouTube, how are we doing today? YouTube waking up slowly. Alright. Just checking in. If it doesn't start soon, I swear I'll riot. It's starting alright. It's starting alright. Yes! There's always this slight delay after I hit go live, and you never know. Sometimes, you know, it just doesn't work. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome if it's your first time. Welcome here. This is your #1 place for inspiration. Grab a paintbrush, grab a pencil, and let's make something wonderful and inspiring together. And if you're returning, thank you for being back. That's awesome to see you there. How are you doing? Hello, Cody. Hello, Gary. And the return of vertical. But if you really hate vertical, there is an alternative to vertical. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep vertical on the YouTube because apparently horizontal is cursed on this platform. It doesn't work for me. I don't know. Like YouTube just doesn't want to send notifications. I don't know. It doesn't want to send people my way. Hello, Susan. Hello, Karen. Hi from Alabama. Shout out to Alabama. So yeah, YouTube doesn't want to send viewers my way. They don't want to send people notifications. They don't want to let people know I'm live. So I'm going to do vertical because it just works better. Like it's pure numbers. But I've got a secret. If you're hooked on vertical, on horizontal, and you want to, you know, you don't want to be like that, and you prefer to be like that, you know, or a better viewing experience, you can check out the link in the description. There's another stream right now on a big platform, a big streaming platform, and starts with a T. It has a purple logo. If you want, like, you'll have a horizontal experience on there. That's the same. It's me on both platforms. If you're watching me from Twitch, hello there. How are you doing? And yeah, apparently it's working from there. If you want to send me a message from there, so just so that I can see if it's all working properly. And that's all. That's all there is to it. My friends, I'm going to keep making the painting that will probably be like this painting will be a good candidate for the slowest painting in the entire world. But, you know, I'm making progression slowly. You know, when you look at the books of like history of art and you see the dates of some of these big paintings, and you see that like between 1660 and 1665. So you're like, how come is it just uncertainty, or did it really take 5 years to create the painting? Well, in my case, it's not the uncertainty. Well, it's the uncertainty in my head, which is a reason why I'm so slow to make improvements on this, because I've changed stuff so much. But, you know, I'm still, like, what I'm really happy about with this one is that for this one, at least, I didn't lose, you know, the willingness to finish it. It's just I'm just taking my time. But, you know, in a world where everything goes super fast, and, you know, you have to make videos that are 15 seconds long, you have to retain the attention within the first 6 seconds. I'm right here, and I fully embrace taking several years to make a painting. That's good for fight the urge to leave it unfinished. I'm fighting. I tried doing a Caravaggio-esque painting on the big canvas today and had mixed results. Still in a working phase though. Well, making a Caravaggio-esque painting is always difficult, so you have to like hang on tight, and I'm sending you some spare inspiration. Bam! Take it, Cody. Take it. How do you send inspiration through the internet? Like that? We should have it like a sound effect for when I send inspiration. Like, what could it be? No, I don't think I have sound effects. No. Oh, maybe this one.
Okay, let's go.
Maybe this. This? Nah, I don't have the sound effect for sending inspiration your way, but you get the idea, right? The paint should have still been wet, but it felt gummy. Gummy? I don't know. Gummy is not a good sign. It means that something is usually a sign that there's been water mixed with, like, maybe it's a sign of humidity. And we have 2 viewers on Twitch, which is incredible. I think my max has been like 4 or 5. Twitch is not my platform, never been. So I could do like some YouTubers. What they do is they send, their audience towards a different platform for streaming. And to be frank, this would have been a better decision. Like, would have made sense. But I've decided to not do that, because some YouTubers, they do YouTube videos and they stream only on Twitch. And I've decided to do YouTube only for everything. And I decided to stay loyal to my platform, which is where I have everybody. Now that I think about it, maybe it wasn't the best decision, but so Twitch has never been a big platform for my streaming. But if you want to see horizontal, this is where to go. Superhero music, yeah, I should have some. Used liquid white and some burnt umber yesterday to cover it. Liquid white? What's a liquid white? Maybe that's the liquid white. Hello, Nicole. Dropping in a quick hello. Hello. Hello, Omar911. Play anything from Les Miserables. What should I play? What song is there for... What song is there from this? Hello, Balsam. Oh, the Bob Ross Liquid White. All right. Hey, good sign. Look at how I've placed the camera higher, so now you only see the top of my head. You don't see this part right here. I think when I'm painting, you might actually, for once, if I'm painting pretty high up, you might not see much of my big head. This hon baguette, je suis escargot. Oil and titanium white. Yeah, oil and titanium white. It might take a long time to dry. Especially the oil. The titanium white is already slow drying, and oil might dry very slow as well. So yeah, gummy. I think it's because your underpainting was just tacky and not fully touch dry, which is, well, quite frankly unworkable. But you figured out already. Yeah, unworkable, I think. Okay, actually, yeah, I think I shouldn't be making. No, you didn't ruin the canvas. You just need to wait for the. Just need to wait for the layer to be dry, I think. Oh, Carmina Burana. Yeah, I see. Dun, 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 dun. So when I'm sending inspiration towards somebody, that's pretty epic though. That's pretty much more, I don't know, like I figured something more, you know, peaceful and, you know, like, you know, something out of a Studio Ghibli movie, something like that. You know, for me, a song of inspiration would be more, you know, relaxed. But maybe inspiration is a big, you know. How would you represent inspiration if you had to represent it musically? To me, it would be more kind of a, you know, flute, something nice, or like an ocarina, like in Zelda, you know. Something quiet and peaceful. But again, I'm saying that as I'm still the guy who listens to metal while painting. So who am I to say? I put in Discord my current progress. I'm doing the conversion of St. Paul. Probably should have a ref though. Just play it, period. So nobody visited the Twitch though. I'm still sad that I haven't received a message from Twitch just so that I know if it even works. Like, are you people Twitch haters? Because if it's your case, like, I have to say, like, I kind of am as well, but I'm not a hater, but it's just I'm never there. And every time I know that there's a stream that I want to watch that's on both platforms, I'm always choosing the version on YouTube. And if it's only Twitch, I might not watch, even if it's something that I'm interested in. Maybe the only thing that I would watch is, like, you know, some chess. I like watching chess. I don't watch all the games, but I watch some, and most of them are on both platforms, and most of the time I choose the version on YouTube. Hello, Socrates. I'm not a fan of Twitch or tweeting. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Still a pretty big platform. Sorry, I've got my ears buzzing from the headphones. Had a weird buzz in my ears. Very strange indeed. So many platforms. Okay, Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Okay. All right. Well, because I still wanted to know though if the Twitch horizontal is something you want or not, because it's still taking a non-negligible amount of processing power on my computer. So if you're not interested, I will not, will not make it a thing. That's what I'm asking. Got 3 viewers. Have to bid you farewell for now. Happy painting. Happy whatever you're doing, Nicole. I'll see you for the next one. Thanks for dropping by. Okay.
Command, zooming in for 10 seconds.
Zoom. Is the zoom? Oh, nah. The zoom is always...
Zooming out.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. My zoom was... Sorry. Again. Let's do it again. Okay. Yeah. The zoom is... sometimes it's poorly placed. Yeah, I have to manually check. The placement. Yeah, it's... it zooms on a
Command,
part.
zooming in for 10 seconds.
Better. See? It's much better now. Improving.
Zooming out.
Improving slightly every time. So, what are you all guys up to? What's the big new thing in your creative journeys? So, Caravaggio for some. How about you other people in chat? Nothing, zero, zilch. Zombie portrait. Zombie portrait. Is that the unusual unusual portrait challenge? That would be fun. I would like this idea. I don't know what Twitch is either. I just watch your videos on YouTube. Well, welcome here. Welcome here, Heidi. I'm happy you're here. Twitch is just another streaming platform. It's mostly just streaming. It's not for videos. It's only live content. And since I know that some people were complaining about the vertical orientation, I thought, hey, maybe it might be interesting to have another website where I stream horizontal this time. But hey. Oh yeah, you do that. Take a portrait and adapt it. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I want to see the before and after. I want to see that. Sounds crazy. Sounds like a crazy idea. That's my type of idea. I like this. I like this. Wow. All right. I'm gonna back up a bit with my cam. And because I'm actually not going to be hold on, sorry, moving cameras here, stuff happening in the back. I still have my plants in the back because I'm still trying to protect them. The nights are still cold, so I still have my tomatoes. Trying not to squash them. Yeah, I put my my tomatoes here to protect them from the cold nights. Hold on. I'm sorry for this little waste of time. It's just, I would prefer if you could see a little, if you could see what I'm painting. Would be better, wouldn't it? Need help. I'm fine. I figured it out. All right. I want to paint this hand now, and I can do that. Give you a slightly better viewing angle. All right. Okay.
Warning. Emoji wall starts in 10, 9, 8,
Emoji
7,
wall starts
6,
already?
5, 4, 3,
Oh my
2,
God.
1, go. Emoji wall unlocked. Command. This is zooming in for 10 seconds. Seriously, we need to break YouTube with emojis. We have
God.
1 minute. Zooming out. Let's go, chat.
I'm not
we can
ready.
Do it.
Oh gosh.
Let's go,
okay,
chat.
let's go.
Quick. Spam emojis. We need to fill the screen. No time to waste. I'm serious. We have to spam emojis in chat now before the timer runs out. Hurry up. Quick. Let's go, chat. We have to spam emojis in chat now before the timer
What is
runs
this
out.
nonsense?
No time
Look
to
at
waste.
that!
I'm serious.
Look at it go!
Hurry
oh my
up.
God.
Quick. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat.
Woo.
Let's go,
This
chat.
one is pretty-
Let's go, chat.
Pretty serious. Oh gosh. Whew.
Hurry up. It ends in 5,
Whoa.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Whoa, it's like having a fever
Emoji
dream.
cooldown.
Woo. Whoa, this one is like it's making me dizzy just looking at my screen. Oh gosh. Oh. Whew. Holy. And Jeff. And Jeff. Because it wasn't enough already. Ah, you guys. Viva them Emoji Wall. Yep. Traditions, traditions, traditions. That's a very strange tradition if you ask me. But apparently it caught up. I never thought when I started making this a thing, I was like, well, this is going to be amusing for you know, once, and then people will just get bored. Like, I honestly I thought it would just be only amusing to me and that people will find it annoying. And as it turns out, I'm finding it annoying. And it's just mostly amusing you. So, yep. Okay. Whatever. But I'm glad that I made it mods only. However, I think I should start thinking about, you know, some type of mod, you know, point system. So like, if a mod behaves well, he gains points, and when the mod like misbehaves, I can take off some points, and when you get a certain number of points, you finally get the privilege of launching Emoji Wall. Like, Emoji Wall would be worth, I don't know, like 100 points, something like that. Maybe I should start thinking about a system like that. Yeah, the beginning, like the first Emoji Wall was not restricted. How crazy was it? Just, the good thing was nobody knew what it was. So this was the only, I was saved by the fact that it was brand new back then. So nobody knew what it was. But it was absolutely open to everybody. How crazy of an idea. Oh yeah, those who come in late because of the ads, stuck in a stuck in time. Yeah, your Einstein portrait is looking good so far. I saw the first steps. That's cool. All right, good luck. That's cool, and I was thinking about making a tutorial about this approach of, you know, dividing in lights and shadows like that. I thought it would make, I was just thinking about the same kind of topic, that it would make a good subject to work this way with, you know, lights and shadows. So yeah, so good luck. Sending inspiration your way. See, I have to make the sound effects myself because I don't have the one for inspiration. Maybe that. No. Oh, maybe that. Oh, that's actually a good sound effect. That's actually a good sound effect for sending inspiration. Look, I'm sending inspiration your way. Nice. Like it. Like it. Alright, ideally I should Thank you, Mario. I am very inspiring. Well, I try to
Command,
share the passion.
Studio Cam for 10 seconds.
I try to share the passion, and sometimes it's just seeing other people doing stuff with passion is inspiring enough. Like my biggest achievement and my biggest joy whenever I stream is when somebody says, hey, heck with it, you made me want to pick up my brush, so hold on, I'll be right back, I'm picking up a brush and I'm painting with you right now. That's actually one of the most rewarding things about this experience. Like, not saying that I don't like you for not if you don't have the opportunity to just go ahead and paint alongside. I'm still super happy that you're here and all. It's just like knowing that somebody who was not expecting to be painting today finally decided to, hey, let's just motivate ourselves and let's just do something fun today. Let's just make art. I like the idea that I'm
Studio Cam for 10 seconds.
I like the idea that I'm helping make more art into this world, and not just the art that I make
back to normal,
but also the art that, well, you know, people who just learn stuff or get inspired by my stuff. That's double the amount of art and awesome things. Because, you know, sometimes even my art is kind of lame and all, but I still have the joy of knowing that, you know, some people were motivated by me making art, and that's pretty cool. That's a very rewarding feeling. And sometimes, you know, whenever you feel bad and all, as a content creator, that's good. Like, that's a very good stuff to, you know, remind yourself. So, nothing lame, but, you know, sometimes I feel like that. Maybe you say that, but, well, it doesn't take it away. When you feel bad about your art, when you feel, you know, down, it's just, you know, how hard to get out of this, you know, negative spiral. And when I'm like that, normally what I like to do is think about people who got, you know, motivated. Hello, Ali. Looking at the drawing of mine started 2 weeks ago now, warming up to the idea of getting more colors on it. More colors. You took off for 3 minutes? What? Thank you, Heidi. Yeah, well, I try my best. I try to have fun along the way and keep the fun present. Do you want me to zoom in more on the hand that I'm painting or not? Is something like that better? Maybe like that. Otherwise, you will not see much. I need a camera person. Gosh, well, I would need to get way more donations and super chats to hire a camera guy.
Command, Studio Cam for 10 seconds.
I was going to ask if you see my big head in the frame, but apparently you want
back to normal.
See more of it. Is my head in the frame? Just tell me. Maybe we should have a code. Maybe we should have a code for when my head is just taking too much of the frame. What code word could we have just to remind me to just get slightly less to the left? Eclipse. Oh, Eclipse could be a code word, yeah. Eclipse is the code word. Okay, I like it. I like it because it's, you know, it's vague enough so that people that don't know about it go, huh? What do you mean? And we'll all know. Total eclipse.
My name is Steven and I am a text-to-speech voice.
Hello, Steven. Thank you, Ali. Thank you. I don't know if they are always inspiring, but hey.
I think I deserve a raise for all the hard work that I do every day. It's not easy being the default Microsoft text-to-speech voice.
Again, Steven, still the same, harassing me with his raise. Start making more work if you want a raise, Steven. Okay, so officially nobody cares about Twitch though. Oh yes, I have 4 viewers. I have 4 viewers on Twitch. Nice. Okay, so maybe, well, if anything, I recommend that you go on Twitch for the viewing experience, and if you want to chat, just go back to YouTube. If you're allergic to vertical, so right now it might not be visible because there are 2 hands, so it will look kind of messy, but I'm gonna try to figure something out here. Just make the hands, they're not intertwined. This hand is in front of this one, trying to hold this one back. But it's obviously it's more complicated to paint a hand like that. But in a way, it's also easier because it's partly hidden, so you have less of it to make. But making it feel like it's a real hand, and it's still a bit tricky. So I'm gonna do my best. You'll have to pay Steven in bytes. No. He doesn't deserve like a... What's the smallest? Like you have the gigabytes, but what's the small? Microbytes? Is that a thing? I think it's bytes. No, like I'm not an expert in just computer science at all, so. Bits. A byte? Is it byte or bits? Gigabytes, gigabits, nano, micro, yeah. Hello, Alvin Ramos. Is this emoji code for an eclipse? Yeah, of course there's no nano because once you have the regular bits, there's no need to make them smaller. But like technically it could exist. But why would anyone use a nanobyte? Gigabits? Gigi? Like gigabits? It's just, at some point they're just trying to make the names fun. They're just trying to make the name sound funny though. Like seriously, gigabit? Gigabit? How many gigabit? It's like giggity. Computer engineers, we have a lot of computer nerds here. Computer nerds and painting nerds
Command,
unite.
Zooming in for 10 seconds. Zooming out.
Hey J-Bill, merci. Thank you. Just stop by to say I'm awesome. That's nice. Thank you. It's nice. People just stop by to say I'm awesome. I like it. I like this. We should have more of this. So yeah, I think maybe if you're working in computer science, I see how art might be a nice, you know, a nice way to decompress. Might actually, it makes sense. It makes sense that even though like it might seem that there is no real connection between computer science and engineering and art, but the art is still a good complement to this type of job, I guess. I don't know. More than actually when you already have a very, you know, creative job, like let's say if you're a violinist, you might not want to make paintings during your free time. you might see, you know, but but I can see how computer science and art go together. Might seem counterintuitive, but I can see a strong connection. How am I so precise? You make a sloppy mess. Well, you know, sometimes I also blame myself for being so precise because this is the cause of why I'm so slow. You know, it's like the precision just obviously makes you, like, it takes more time, like a more precise approach. Okay. There's many skin tones next to each other, so this is here being a tiny bit precise. You know, it helps because I get to, you know, really see where the finger ends when the torso starts. Greetings from the Moscow Academic Art School. Greetings from France. How are you doing? I'm sorry, I don't know how to read Cyrillic, but if you can spell your name in just Latin letters, I could call you by your name. But greetings. Are those fingers at the background? Yeah. No, they have the same size. It's just I'm gonna make them like there's still a thumb right here, but and I also need to work on the shadow. The problem with this is you also need to work on the negative shapes. So just painting the inside of the fingers is not enough. You have to paint what's on the outside. You just crop it in place. Rodion Manishev, hello, welcome here. So is this Moscow art school? Is it classical art? I envy you in Russia because I've heard that your educational system has not completely banned like classical arts during, you know, what happened in the West, where modern art has completely swept away most art institutions, completely replacing traditional figurative, you know, teachings with only new modern art. So for example, in France, finding a place where you can still learn from the old techniques with the bargs and all, like, this is impossible nowadays, because in the 50s it's been completely replaced with modern art. But apparently Russia has been more conservative with their traditional teachings. I mean, even if you want to teach modern, why waste all these just absolutely crucial value that there is in the tradition? Like, painters have been teaching themselves from generation to generation, going back to the Renaissance, and all of a sudden the idea of modern art was to just make it, like they call it tabula rasa, like wipe away everything from the tradition and start from nothing, basically. This is the big idea of the ideology of the modern world, was to make something brand new and just reject any type of traditions. Which is why this kind of stuff I had to learn on my own. Swipe away, sorry. But what I mean is just, it's terribly sad that this ideology won in the 50s, because like a lot of knowledge has been lost, and I'm talking for friends. It breaks my heart, because we were at the, the center of this kind of teachings for such a long time. And we completely gave it away. Yes, this is an art school where they teach us academic traditional basics. That's nice, Rodion. That's cool. There is a big... I studied the Russian school, because, there is definitely a Russian style in the academic... In the academies, there is definitely a Russian style. It's funny how every academies, like all the academies, like different parts of the world, they have their own, they all have their own style. And when you know about this stuff, it's very distinctive. And the Russian school is very distinctive. And you might think, well, it's academic art, so how can it be different? Like, you're just working from models, you're trying to be realistic, so every realistic art should have the same, should have the same look, right? But like, really, when you look at Russian academies from this time and still going on today, going strong today, there's a very I could spot a Russian drawing from a mile away, even though it's academic art. So you might think, well, everything should work the same. No, like something from the Paris school is not the same as something from an Italian school. Is not the same as something from an English school. When you know about it, there's a lot more variety.
Switching to palette for 10 seconds.
Than most people think.
Back to easel. Command, switching to palette for 10 seconds. Back to easel.
Yeah, maybe you can't spell because it's a French word. If you know the French spelling, you always get it right. So you need to learn French, and you'll see that it's a very common type of spelling for the end of a feminine word in French that finishes in et. A lot of things finish like that in et. It's kind of the feminine form of small. Like a girl is fille, a small girl is fillette. Everything that finishes with et like that. Like a big, like in French, for example, a fork is a fourche, but if this one, the fourche would be the, the gardening, like the pitchfork. What we call fork in French is, like what we call fourche in French is the one we use in the garden. The one we use to eat with is a small fork for us. So we call it fourchette, So it's the same, like at the end, the same as in palette. Yeah, I so agree, Seth. It's a good thing that we have modern art, but it's bad that we have lost art traditions too. The thing is, like, modern art was founded on the idea of starting from scratch, of abandoning the traditions, because, like, this was a sort of a revolutionary mindset. So they didn't want to just make it as usual with, both traditions and modern, additions, as it always have been. Like the entire history of art is using traditions and bringing new elements every time and making it evolve slowly. So they wanted to be more revolutionary than that, and not because doing this, like doing tradition and adding new elements, is pretty much business as usual, and they wanted to have entirely new art, entirely new ideology. It's the only problem but the fact that they think like that is fine and all. The only sad thing is, like, a lot of art institutions in Europe completely abandoned, like, traditional teachings that they used to excel at. And I saw it. I saw it in the old art school. We used to have all these, what I have in my back right here, the casts. These things, we used to have tons of those in the art schools, but when modern art took over, basically, in most of these French schools, they completely got lost, or some of them got, used by modern students to make art out of them, and mostly, got destroyed in the making. So all these national treasures we sort of preserved them, but we had a huge stock of them back in the days. In the 19th century, there was piles of them in every art schools, and even in high schools. But they somehow they gave up, and we lost so many resources, which is just like sad. I think that without fundamental knowledge, it's difficult to do something good. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. The thinking of the modernists, though, was, no, but we don't want to make anything good. We want to make something provocative. We want to make something unique. We want to make something original. We don't care about good, and we don't care about beautiful. And I think that sadly, this is where the world has lost its sense of beauty. And this is why when they started to build cities that look like crap, this is when they started to, you know, disregard beauty. But you disregard beauty at your own peril. If you're not hunting for beauty, then you're just then ugliness is going to invade you, and with ugliness comes, you know, the worst. Like, people stop caring about anything. They stop caring about public buildings because they're so ugly. They stop caring about anything. Like, we don't, like, beauty is not just optional for us humans. It's like something we do. Like, once you have enough food to sustain yourself, food and water and security, like, it's also a primal need to surround yourself with beauty. Not optional. It depends on the goal setting. For example, I don't see the pleasure of doing something provocative. I like to look for the beautiful where it's not visible at first glance. Well, because you're an artist and you're in this tradition that's looking for beauty. But the mindset of the modernist was that beauty was an old-fashioned concept, like an old-fashioned conservative concept. I don't think it is. I think beauty is the peak of humanity. Like, if you're not looking for beauty, I don't know, it's just a... Like, sure, beauty is not useful at all. You can make a big concrete block if you want. That's a house, right? But you can also make a beautiful house. You can live in some sort of a cardboard, or I don't know, like very ugly stuff. Like, if it has like decent convenience, fine, I guess, but make it beautiful at your, like, if you don't make it beautiful, soon enough people will just go insane. But they will not say it. They will not say it like that, but you'll see how the human mind slowly degrades over not being surrounded with beauty. or being surrounded with ugliness is like very detrimental. Like when you're always surrounded with ugly things and you don't have art to, you know, maybe just, you can live in the ugliest dump ever, but you, let's say you have a beautiful place that you can go to every once in a while, or you can have beautiful art that you listen to or that you look every once in a while, and it kind of save yourself from going completely insane. But if we're like that, we have this urge for beauty, even though we don't realize that we do. How do we insist on, you know, disregarding beauty every time it's because it's just too expensive, or, you know, oh, let's build a crappy highway here because who cares about this beautiful waterfall? Sure, but it's just ugly and just will just drive people mad from so much ugliness. But the idea of the modern art was form follows function. So you don't need to think about what it's going to look like. You just need to think about what the object is supposed to do, the function. So if the function is to drive people fast, just build an ugly highway. Who cares about how ugly it is? What matters is just that it has a function of driving people fast from point A to point B. And every consideration of external factors like the appearance and all is negligible. Oh, this is supposed to house poor people? Just build an ugly concrete box. Who cares? Because that's the function. Is they're supposed to have water and also just give them the basic needs. You don't understand that a basic need is also beauty. Big picture, beautiful is universal. Yeah, the waterfall, the beautiful wildlife. Exactly. In any case, academic fine art is not always telling of reality, but also metaphors and symbolism, reading between the lines. That's what I love. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that about art as well, yeah. Art has this capacity to find the beautiful even in the ugly, find the meaningful even in the absurd. Art has this potential. Baroque art is beautiful. I'm not going to disagree with that, Heidi. I'm a very Baroque fanboy, and I don't like, I'm not necessarily a fan of, you know, just Baroque. Like, you show me anything Baroque, I'm not going to be a fan. I'm a fan of the spirit and the mindset that drove artists to create the Baroque masterpieces. I'm not a fan of everything Baroque. I'm a fan of, you know, the mindset of the Baroque creation. You know, and I think that the Baroque still makes sense today. Like the same mindset still makes sense. Is it me or does that hand look AI? Well, if it looks AI, that means that I'm a machine. Actually, I would be honored if you told me that I'm painting something that looks AI, because, you know, the machine is definitely better than me. I have already like given up on the pretension of being better than a machine, you know. I'm not gonna be like those chess players who had way too much self-love to admit that the computers could beat them. And I admit that the computer is more efficient than me at making, you know, whatever in a couple seconds at least. I'm still pretty sure that I'm better at making art, because making art is a human thing. But an AI is good at making images, so. But it feels like being complimented that you can calculate as fast as a calculator. Sounds, you know. Well, first of all, you say something wrong, Evangelion. You said AI art. AI art doesn't exist. Like, I can stop you right there. You can say AI pictures, but you can't say AI art. I disagree with... I think I've made 3 videos on AI. And in one of them I talk about the human drive to make art that the machines, they don't have. AI creation, not even creation, image, just an AI image. I think AI image works. Yeah, a mix maybe. You want to see it like that. Using CAPTCHA, train AI to generate image. I don't know how they do it. I heard about the process. I read about the process of, you know, how they call it stable diffusion, and I read about it with regards to how much it might, you know, not help the cause of artists who want their copyrights to be defended, because stable diffusion, it's like, it's very easy to defend for a lawyer that stable diffusion is not copying other artists that they have in the database, because of how the process works of, you know, blurring the picture and recreating picture pixel by pixel. I don't know. I know we have some computer wizards here, so maybe you'll have a better a sort of a better understanding of what stable diffusion is. But from what I read, it makes it, the process makes it very difficult to defend the fact that the art has been copied, because it technically has not been copied or plagiarized. Worked at the chemical operator, a chemical plant for 5 years. All my coworkers saw ugly, but walking around the night shift, the industry, yeah, the lights. I've seen some of these lights in some of these, and it's definitely something that I really, I'm personally very interested in night lights, artificial lights in my paintings. And I've seen some of these plants, the lights they have, because they have to be they have to be so well lit. So they have hyper strong lights, like almost all over the place. And it looks incredible, actually. I agree that during the day it's not the greatest, even though kind of the maze of pipes and all. It can be like, I find it inspiring personally, but not because it's necessarily beautiful per se, but just in general. I find a lot of modern settings, I find them inspiring because of the themes that I'm interested in. And because of the colors that they allow me to paint as well. Like when you paint a chemical plant, you know that you're going to have the option to paint many cool lights and colors. Not necessarily the case if you paint a beautiful landscape and all. Just... Alright, so we've got one hand right here. Maybe you should zoom out. Yep, plus eclipse. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah. So yeah, this hand right here. So basically this girl here has his hand right here. You'll see, it will make sense. This girl here, she has, her forearm is behind the head of this dude. And actually this girl see, this girl has her hand right there. See? So two hands.
Command, zooming in for 10 seconds. Zooming out.
So Boom, headshot. Is this the... Is this the code word that you want? The new code word is headshot? You know, I've played some Unreal Tournament too. Boom, headshot. Monster kill. Whoever got the reference? Taking a quick note, because I'm noticing that I need to work on this. I won't have time to do it now, so I'll put it for later. Oh, exclamation point eclipse. That's actually a good idea. I'll make a I'll make an exclamation point. I'll make an exclamation point eclipse command. Good idea. Or there was also a meme back in the days, but I don't know if you know this meme. It was your face, god damn it. I don't know if you know this meme. It's an old meme. An old like video where a dude skating and he just falls and this dude says, your face, god damn it. And I don't know, it stuck with me. This very old meme. This like meme from the 2010s. Maybe I can try my soundboard. What? Hello, Daniel. Good to see you. Good that you're here. He linked to me in the Discord.
Let's do it! I'm playing some CS Source right now. We can get some footage of that. Go back! Yeah! I mean, my heart's beating. My heart's beating. My shot. I mean, my heart's beating. My heart's beating. My hands are shaking. My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot.
Okay, that would be kind of obnoxious, but I'll find a good sound effect. I'll find a good sound effect. But I like the idea of having a command for when my head is blocking. Oh yeah, well, you have to give me the right accept, because I'm not gonna just dig into the entire. You have to give me just the cut version, but yeah, I'll look for the right. I'll look for the right sound effect. Well, actually, I can make it now with Steven. We can just program a little Steven. Just a little Steven command. I can do that. I need to teach you some French. French for artists. Hello from Ontario, Canada. Hello, Guy Davis. Hold on. Okay. Alright. So I've got the name. Okay. So my trigger will be so Eclipse will be the trigger, and Okay. Okay. Let's try exclamation point eclipse. See if it works. I just made a quick
Screenshot
Steven.
taken in the Discord.
I just made a quick Steven command. No, okay, it doesn't work. Okay. Okay, how come it's not working? Oh, I'll change it. Okay. Try it again.
Your face is in the way, move dude.
Okay, it works. Oh, maybe there's a cooldown. Yeah, but I can't make Steven's wife. She's not a... She doesn't work at night, so... Nah. No Steven's wife. All right. Discord is sort of a forum, if the forum of the old times, but better, much better. It's like a community platform. It's really fun. Basically, the Discord is where people can post their pictures, where people can send their links and all. This is where all the fun happens when this stream ends. Like, people ask questions about, you know, paintbrushes, stuff like that, techniques. It's just a community area, basically. Like the Roman Forum, yeah. More like the old forums of the internet. Yeah. Personally, yes, I can't commit to one single stuff. I always have to be learning something new. Otherwise, yeah, and it doesn't have to be creative, it just has to be new and just has to be intense in terms of learning. So whatever, as long as I'm learning a lot, I'm happy. It can be a new language, it can be a lot of stuff. But yeah, definitely, if I don't have something new to just learn, it's well, I find it hard to concentrate on something that I do automatically. Not that I know everything, let's say, about painting, but if I start making things kind of like an automatic, then it has become like, if it starts feeling like that, it gets much more difficult for me to focus on it. So which is why I'm always trying to push for new things. The good thing is with painting, you always have like, with painting you always have lots to experiment, so you're never lacking new stuff to explore. Thank you. Thank you, Ali. Merci. I was wondering who was writing in French. Merci, Ali, c'est gentil. So what's going on in the painting, Gary? Not much. Like, I'm finding it difficult to describe what I'm doing right now, but you're right. I should be kind of sometimes I want to be more Bob Ross, like, you know, but it's very difficult, like, going, like, describing your actions every time. Okay, let's take a little bit of white right here. Don't want to force it. Right here. Just let it rest. And I'm pretty sure that I would be more entertaining if I was describing everything I do. It would be better. It would make a better viewing experience for those who want to just focus on the paint. But for those who want to interact with me, it would be much worse. So basically, I don't really have the choice between being overly descriptive in what I do and interacting with you. I have to sort of make a choice. Because if I describe, like, I could basically do an entire stream where I'm mostly talking for myself and describing my very actions. like talking about like this, the easiest would be just, okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of black here, just place it here and try to follow the shadows. And right here, I'm gonna just put some tiny shadows here, try to make the folds of the fabric gently interplaying with white and gray. And I could do that all day, right? The only problem is, like, I would love to do that. The only problem is I could not respond to your comments if I was doing this. It's hard to do both. My beard is like Vincent. No, not a bad compliment. I take it. I'll take it. Okay, so here. Nah, I don't have a plan. I wish to keep my ears, both of them, for as long as I can, so okay. That's a decent life, Cody. Sounds like me. Like it. Yeah. Sounds like a good life. I like it. Well, like, because you're so young, I mean, other stuff will just other stuff will add up to art as you age. Like at first, I also had only art, and I've learned how to, you know, how to bring more stuff to the table and maintain art. So still paint and work the same, and yet learn some new stuff, like learn how to play the piano on the side, learn how to garden on the side, learn how to, you know, do various stuff. Like woodworking I've learned, because I needed it, but I like learning skills. So every time I can, you know, sometimes you think, well, it would be much better to pay someone to do it. But if it's a skill that I can learn, like plumbing, if I have the time to learn the skill and the money to buy the equipment and all, I'd rather learn it myself. I don't know plumbing, by the way. mechanics, like auto mechanics. If I can just, like, so far I know nothing about cars and stuff, but I would really love to have the ability to fix my own car if I needed. Right now I don't have the skills, but ultimately I would love to learn, so I know that one day I'll just say, all right, hell, I'm going to learn this because I'm not paying again, not getting ripped off again. I can't learn everything, I know. So this is great that some people just offer this for money, offer to make this job for money, but I want to, you know, have some survival skills. That if my car breaks down in the middle of nowhere, I want to have the skills to, you know, get it going again or repair what can be repaired. And I hate to know that I don't have these skills. I'm saying that, but like, you know, like cars are really very not interesting to me. So it was just an example. I'm way more interested in plumbing than cars, that's for sure. Sewing, yeah, sewing, I know sewing. I know the basics of, you know, repairing my own stuff. Not good, but I know sewing. I know the basics of doing it by hand. It doesn't look good, but I can repair fabric. It's the minimal. Cooking, yeah, cooking, I know the basics. But I at home, my wife mostly, she's the one cooking for the most part. I can't cook. I could cook to save my life. It's just that normally that's not me who's in charge of this. Because she likes to cook. Cooking. Well, it's important to eat well. And if you know if you don't know anything about cooking, you're going to always use some, you know, prepared, like pre-made food, which is not food, it's mostly like, you know, fake food that they feed us instead of real food, you know, ready-made food. So your mom is right, like moms are always right, first of all, and she's right, like cooking is definitely an important skill, because if you want to make like good art, you need to have good energy to focus and not, you know, this is important. Yeah, your own bread, that's cool. I like it. My wife also bakes her own bread. Now she has, like, since her birthday, she has a new passion for making her own yogurts. They're delicious. It's crazy, with one of those yogurt machines, and she's making some crazy yogurt recipes far better than what we had, much better than what we had from the store. Definitely better. Crazy. And it's not really, doesn't seem that hard. It's just about giving it time, preparing in advance and all, because it needs time to rest. Yeah, exactly. Just, it's mostly about, you know, being patient.
Command, zooming in for 10 seconds. Zooming out.
Bookmaking, my great-grandfather was trying to make a living as a bookmaker, like at the beginning of the 20th century, but he gave it up because apparently it was not. But it was the time when they made, like, all the books were either just paper cover with nothing, and most people would have the books custom covered. You know, you didn't get the books directly with a cover. Like, there was two options basically. You can just get the pages. Back in the days, you would just get the pages, mostly because it was the cheapest. And if you really liked the book, you wanted to preserve it, you had to go to a bookmaker. And the bookmaker would just make a nice cover for your book, a nice custom-made cover, basically. So my great-grandfather tried to make this for a couple years and then just gave up and became a mechanic and had his own auto repair shop. Crazy life stories of the past. All right. So now I hope this hand makes more sense. That you get why I was going for. Okay. I like it. I like this style of top. Okay. Between the two, well, that's so basically she has her arm like that. See, folded like that. So basically that's her bicep. The bicep of this woman here. Well, because it's so zoomed in, I understand it's hard to see, but I'll give you a better wide angle. I hope it will make sense. Technically it should. Never know, but so my strategy for this top here is to paint the colors and the values first, and then make the add some folds with shadows and creases like that. Try to make something that looks like fabric, kind of loose fabric. Kind of drapery in a way, but I'll try to make some drapery folds. I took a course with the bookmaker, the Germantown, but what do you mean with Gutenberg? Took a course with Gutenberg? That's awesome. I mean, yeah, he's pretty old, so. I'm assuming it might be difficult right now. Okay, so the folds should all be in this direction. I also want to emphasize the volume of her breasts, even though I'm happy with not a lot of volume here. So here, emphasizing the volume of breasts. No. Well, I've been doing great. You don't have to use the Eclipse command, right? Been doing great so far, but I have to say the camera is way back there, so I've been doing all right, especially right now for this type of work. I can step back and I don't have to look from up close. Most of the time I look from, you know, from very close when I'm like this, doing mostly details. So for example, the fingers and all, I had to really get inside and look carefully. For this, I don't know, I'm good. So right here, I don't like this one. So the dynamism of the drapery folds is going to be this way. So pulling towards this point here. So the blue for the dark is ultramarine and phthalo and burnt umber. It's almost black, but with phthalo and ultramarine. I think Prussian is the same, how to say, Alright, so this is where you stop here. You don't see anything below this point, so I'll readjust. Anyway, I don't think I need more this top. Okay, so you don't see more below this point. Right. I think I'm good. Wait. I'm gonna go here. What would you all do if you won the lottery? I think I would buy an awesome studio place here, and I would get an assistant to manage it so that it could stay open and I could paint in it. I would not have to care about it, but you can invite some, I would invite some artists from all over the world. To paint, just beginners, experienced artists. Like creating a little art house for all artists, and yeah, but like realistically, I don't even have to win the lottery to do it. Like real business decisions, I might one day decide to do it. Especially in my village. In my village, there are like lots of very beautiful big houses that would be perfect for a kind of a big studio. Oh, that painting with this fumetto girl. Yeah, an art retreat sounds awesome. Yeah, I want to do it anyway. I have land. Yeah. Well, I don't have land, but I might someday, in the near future, have enough money to make it a thing. Like if I don't get the most
Your
expensive,
face is in the way, move dude.
the most expensive space in the village, I can get something like relatively small but good enough. My face was really in the way, or is it just for pleasure? I don't see how my face was in the way here. I call BS on this one. Will I donate my paintings? Maybe one day. Maybe I would like to donate my painting to, you know, I would like to make a couple paintings for my hometown, for example. Because we have a beautiful castle where I am. I would really love to paint it. and offer it to, you know, to the mayor or something, like to be placed in the city hall, in the town hall, something like that. But for the most part, right now, I'm not donating paintings, but see, even there, my face is not in front. So I don't know what you can be complaining about. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, sorry. Okay. Thinking about this arm right here. And what I want to do in my original plan, basically I have to put the elbow about here. Elbow should be about here, folding here. And in my original plan, basically the arm goes behind and it's basically hidden, so you only see this. So I'll just have to do a tiny part here and here, just the elbow here and a tiny bit here. I'm just thinking of maybe extending. Nah, I was thinking about making something more productive with this arm. Maybe she could be, well, yeah, that's the better plan actually. She should be grabbing her torso. So basically the elbow is here. No, shoulder. So this guy's arm here. So shoulder here. Elbow here. And she would be here, and she could have a hand. She could have a hand right there holding. Lukenson parle français STP. Oui, bonjour Lukenson, comment ça va? Could you use more light along the woman's ear? Which one? This one? So, maybe there could be a hand right there. So let me think about it. But The woman's ears. Okay. Maybe. Scratch it all off, start again. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, we'll do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take a screenshot right here. So the arm would be like that. So, I'm just trying to get myself a model for the hand. So should be this would be the torso. Of this would be here would be this part. Okay, all right, so let's go. Let's see. Is it usable? Thank you, Black Moon. Well, I'll think about the small thin line. Definitely. I'm working mostly on the big stuff right now, but I'll know that I'll have tons of small thin lines to make along the way. Okay. Exactly, yeah, details. Right now I'm adding a full hand that I didn't have planned. So I'll focus on that. Okay, so let's bring this new hand. Okay, so as we said, well, titanium white doesn't prevent the fat of a lean rule. You seem like such a calming person. I love that. Thank you. I'll try to be. Painting is a pretty
Thank you,
relaxing.
Black Moon Mermaid, for the super chat.
Oh,
Your
thank
support
you,
is
Black
greatly
Moon.
appreciated. Can we get some GGs in the chat?
I want some GGs in the chat for Black Moon. Keep painting, please. Use your heart and emotions. Help me with mine. Thank you. It definitely helps. That, like, your support definitely helps. Thank you again. All right. Yeah, I was saying about being a calming. Well, painting is pretty calming. I don't know. Not always. Like sometimes, you know, it's frustrating and all, but for the most part, not. And it's not just painting. It's focusing for an extended period of time on something like that, something creative. It helps in, you know, being more relaxed in a way. Like if you're tense while painting, like I paint all day, so if I'm not relaxed, it's pretty much a death sentence for me. Like I would be completely, every minute of my life would be tension and stuff. Especially since this type of art that I make takes a long time. It does take a long time, so It's a game of patience. All right. Nice. Yeah, I love this. Love this kind of stuff. Lights with dark environments. A black moon is. I do a lot of these as well. And what you said about the light kind of touch is definitely something. Yeah, I'm very much a sucker for this type of lights. You know, like this. So trust me, if I have the opportunity to put a sort of a light halo like that, I'm gonna jump on the occasion. Like this is, I'm a big sucker for this type of stuff, like this dark background and light halo like that. Really like this effect, so I'm really always looking for this type of stuff. So when I have the opportunity, I'll try to figure something out. And sometimes I even like exaggerate. For example, here, technically here, there should not be a halo around this shoulder because technically the light source should be hidden by this character here in the back. However, I've decided to, you know, force it in. Like, I'm taking my liberties with realism and I'm forcing this kind of a little rim light in the painting just for the effect, because I love the effect so much. You know, art is about taking your liberties with reality sometimes. I like to make things look realistic, but I much rather have them look beautiful first. Beautiful, then realistic. Okay, and this hand, I was going for this hand. This hand would be... Yeah, ultimately it's my world. I'm the master of light. I'm the master of light and this is my world. And that's cool. That's cool about painting though. It's like really you're inventing your world, and everything, even like it's so your world that I'm gonna say something. It is so true that it's your world that it makes you not as much in need for traveling at all. Like ever since I became a painter, the more I started painting, the less attracted to the idea of traveling I was, because I'm already traveling so much in so many worlds every day. By making my paintings, it's like jumping into a different kind of world. And as I started painting, I got less and less interested in traveling, like, because traveling, I know that when I'm traveling, I can pack up my painting gear and all, but for the most part, I'm gonna miss a lot of painting time, and I don't know what world I prefer, really. A remake? You mean a modern version? Like take the same painting but same pause, same characters, and just make it feel Okay, no, I have not. I've done master copies. I don't like the idea though. I like taking inspiration from the masters, but I'd much rather make my own poses and my own compositions, like 100% original. Well, some people do need the, like, I always admire the traveling artists who can. Oh yeah, a take like that. Yeah, Lady with a Herman, maybe. Don't know if it counts. I don't know if it counts with the idea that was suggested, but well, yeah, that for example. Okay. Okay. Yeah, some artists travel and make paintings of their travels, and I've always admired that. But I know that this is not the way my art functions, and I know that if I make this, I'll paint much less than what I would do if I stay in my studio. So I'm not really attracted to the idea. But I still respect those who travel and paint at the same time. Yeah, I like to paint people, mostly humans, in like situations that my favorite subject matter is to paint humans in situations where they are confronted with, you know, different kind of existential themes, like, you know, death, love, the presence of the other, the infinity versus like absolute, relative, you know, mostly philosophical ideas that I used to explore philosophically. You know, the presence of death, stuff like that. And then after that, yes, my favorite subject is the people themselves and how they react, how they interact. I like the choreography of human beings in a way. Well, welcome here, White Rabbit. Yeah, this is cool. It's cool to have you. Yeah, not just feelings though. It's not just the feelings that I prefer the most. It's mostly the ideas that you can just the stories, the ideas. I like when people question. I like when people have questions about the meaning of the painting, and I like when, like, several people interpret the painting differently. People are my favorite subject matter as well. Unlimited possibilities. Yeah, definitely unlimited possibilities. With a single eye, like painting an eye, you would think, well, that's a pretty, limited subject. No, 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 no. Like just a single eye is enough to, you can just be an artist who paint only eyes forever, and you'd still have tons to explore at the end of your career. Can you do more charcoal? I just showed one of your videos this morning. Charcoal? Yeah, might do some charcoal at some point. That's a sure thing. I love charcoal, so it's one of my big love stories. So I'll most likely do a charcoal stream, charcoal whatever. So make sure you have notifications activated. Make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss it when I do a charcoal live stream. I did already. What did we do with charcoal? We did a horsey in charcoal. What did we do? What else did we do? I think we had a portrait or a figure study charcoal session. Someday I'll paint the lottery. You don't need to learn the lottery to win the lottery to learn how to paint, but hey, I assume the extra time would be enjoyable. That's for sure. I'm telling you, if I win the lottery, you'll still see me painting here every day. I don't see why winning the lottery would change my schedule. Why would I change the thing that makes me the most happy? Alright, so this is an arm wrapped around her. Now I need to make the folds in the fabric here. And I think so this hand is pretty easy because it's all in the shadows, like they say in the song. Oh, 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 in the shadows. Shout out if you have the reference. Shout out to you if you have the reference. I know I don't sing very well, but even more of a reason to give you a big shout out if you caught this one. Oh, you're welcome, the Matty Cap. Tuk tuk tuk. Thank you, everybody. Stop throwing compliments at my work. I'm gonna blush, you guys. But thank you. No, short handles really not useful for me. Like, most of my work is pretty large. For oil paint, a long handle is recommended in general. And I only use long handles because I mostly work big surfaces and okay, so I don't have to describe and narrate what I do, just entertain you with conversations. Alright, well, I agree. I much rather have the conversation as well. Definitely. If it's one thing that's different between me and Bob Ross is that Bob Ross didn't have live audience. To interact with. Thank you. My accent is from the country of baguette. My accent is from La France. Yeah, Bob Ross. I'm not a fan of Bob Ross's paintings, to be just very honest. Yeah, that's true. I like this direct interaction vibe as well. That's cool. That's why I'm doing it. That's why it's so addictive. About the streams. I'm thinking this should be still white, but it would appear more gray because it's in the, as again, in the shadows all my life. Come on, have you guys not caught the reference? I haven't heard about the The name of the band. Come on, bring it on. Oh, 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 oh. In the shadows. If it wasn't copyrighted, every time I mention the shadows, I would bring this reference with the audio from the song. But I know it's copyrighted, so I'm not gonna give it a try. But because I've been doing YouTube videos about painting for like what, 10 years? How many times have I said in the shadows? Like the reference is exactly the Rasmus. Thank you for acknowledging my singing talent. Right there. This is proof that I have mastered the art of singing so well that I could sing a cappella and people would just get it immediately. See, I'm such an amazing singer that you immediately caught on the song because it's so well sung. But yeah, as I was saying, I have thought about this. I have thought about this song for so many times. Every time I say in the shadows. So you put a brown area in the shadows, and then you put a little bit of a highlight in the shadows. And every time in my head I was like, oh, oh, oh. See, this is tricky. Paint a white fabric in the shadows. It's always a bit tricky because it's rather gray actually. But if you paint it well, it should appear as white. Thank you, Marcel. I think Vincent Part 2. And I don't have inking gear. So no, I can't do ink, fortunately. Whoa, oh. Thank you, Abduli. See right now. Bring it on.
Your face is in the way, move dude. Your face is in the way, move dude.
I'll make a better sound effect. I'll make a sound effect. It's kind of too raw like that. I like the simplicity, but
Your face is in the way, move dude.
thank you. I don't know, people never spam really the comments. Yeah, I was going to say the only comment that's ever spammed is Jeff. It's the only one. Really, the others are pretty, you know. Thank you, AT. Yeah, I've been working on this lady for, well, this one not super long, but this painting, man, this painting has been, yeah, this painting is taking a lot of time, but hey, I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna be persistent. I'm gonna do my best. Cigarette is going to be underground. Hello, Black Philip. Welcome here. Yeah, this is the live stream. Well, I'll hope you'll binge watch some of my videos afterwards. But yeah, you made the right decision to come here to experience the live painting experience. It's not always, it's just twice a week, so well, Cody, there is something called l'ivresse du pouvoir in French. It means being drunk with power. I think it definitely sort of applies to your current state right now. Yeah, too much power maybe. Thank you, Daedre. Okay. Pretty much like Napoleon, yeah. So we know about it firsthand. What inspired me? Several things, but it's mostly, well, let's say it's my own modern take on the myth of the Danaides. Right here, it will not make sense if I tell you like that, but the seeing the whole setting, you would see more. But what inspired me is not necessarily this story. It's just I'm inspired by several, multiple things, and yeah, the Danaides was a part of it. Yeah, there are, well, not now. I'm done. I've painted 6 big ones, so big characters. Technically there are 50 sisters. No way in hell, no way that I'm gonna paint 50 characters, because, well, it wouldn't fit. So that's one of the girls. They're all sisters. One here, another one here. I can't move the camera right now, but 4 more here. They're behind the, well, but yeah, I've got 6 big ones, lots of smaller ones in the background. But yeah, how long? Approximately 10 years. What is happening with the mods, with the Cody? Not kind of a self-portrait, no, but it's the guy. It's the only, well, you can look up the story of of the Nineteenth, and why they all got condemned to carry water in a barrel with a hole, except one who didn't do that, and who didn't kill her husband, and that's this husband that wasn't killed. Oh yes, I do sell my paintings. I work with a gallery. I'm a professional artist, so not that it means much, but alright, somebody asked to see more, so I'm gonna try to. Okay, sorry for the sound. I'm trying to give you, because I was asked. So here's a little tour of the paintings so far. See the damages. So you have 3 big here, couple small in the back. I need to rework some of these. I changed here. I did this last stream, as some of you will notice, that I removed the orange. I thought it was too distracting from the main characters. So what I want is to create more emphasis on this center here, and bring here is going to be, my plan is to bring a lot more red glow, but to create the glow I need to put the effect on top. So I need to paint everything, have everything figured out, and then I'll make the blow really like the glow on top more kind of glazed. So yeah, I need to put this before, and I'll change the metal here. Metal is not realistic enough in my taste, because everything is full of lights, but this is just too gray and static. It looks realistic, but it doesn't look like it belongs. So I need to add more of the reflections to the metal parts. Yeah, but the light, where the light was, no, I want the gap. I want dark, because there's going to be effects, and there's going to be kind of glow, smoke. But yeah, so I needed here, this area was too distracting, so I needed to remove it. And yeah, this here as well, so this is what we did today. This is what we did today, and yeah, I'll just have to finish this part. I really like this one. She's my favorite, I don't know, of all the sisters. I also really like her. This one. I like I don't know. But I prefer this one, I guess. Wish you can buy. Well, I wish I can finish it first. Finishing it would be a first, a good first. Finishing it would be a good first thing to do. Yep. Because I've started this, I've been working on it for, I think that I started it like June 2023, something like that. So yeah, it's been a while. I haven't spent the entire year on this one. It's just I put this one on the side for so long and I took it back afterwards. So I had a huge hiatus because of, you know, lack of inspiration, lack of losing the magic at some point, and now I'm picking it back up, trying to finish it. But thinking about finishing, it's also time to finish this wonderful session with you wonderful people. It was a great session. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for leaving likes. It was great. So I'll see you for the next one. And my friends, as always, joy, inspiration, all the best. I'm so happy you're here. I'll see you for the next one. Bye bye.